where's this?
So the Divine Knowledge Capsules and the Knowledge Capsule itself.
The boss was right. These rugs are.
Sorry, I needed to cough for a bit there. So the Divine Knowledge Capsule, or Knowledge Capsules itself, are products of the, I guess, the Eremite tree. I saw someone mentioning that like these Divine Knowledge Capsules are kind of like fruits. And the Eremite tree is a tree, so maybe these are fruits from the Eremite tree, which make a lot of sense. But that's really interesting though, honestly. I wonder how it's used. Moving on.
Alright, this place works. Show me the capsule you purchased.
The sword fighting one.
Sword Fighting Techniques 8. Huh. A combat class knowledge capsule. This class is something of a rare find these days, since most have been taken by the Eremites to augment their battle capabilities.
Really? Ah, yeah, what a great buy!
If you want to determine the efficacy of this capsule, I can evaluate your combat ability. However, effects will likely be minimal if you already possess a high amount of strength.
That's the
We can
case. I'm
conduct
not
a controlled
sure.
experiment where you fight 2 battles, one before using this knowledge capsule and one after. While you fight, we can use an Akasha terminal to monitor your various physical parameters. There may be variances in your physical strength between the 2 tests, as well as a disparity in your opponent's abilities. But don't worry, I'll run statistical analyses afterward to mitigate any confounding effects.
Okay.
Wow! Alhaitham! You must have been one of those guys at the academia who got top grades on everything.
Are you calling him the smart student?
Paimon's curious about something, though. You definitely weren't one of those students who needed canned knowledge to graduate from the academia, right? So, why are you risking getting caught by the mantra for this capsule?
I'm also curious about this.
When you are unable to understand a researcher's actions, most cases can be attributed to curiosity. This is but one theory.
Sounds like you're trying to avoid the question.
Maybe it's
All right,
personal.
let's begin the test. Just fight as you normally do.
What were you fighting exactly? Oh, these things. Don't judge my traveler.
Lightning flash!
By the way, please don't judge my traveler. I know he's bad, but I want to use it just for the, you know, the authenticity. I don't know. I don't know if that's the right description.
Alright, I'll link your Akasha terminal to record data. The next step is to use this knowledge capsule. Hold it in your hand. I'll help you establish a connection with it so you can activate its power.
Alright, then we can actually use this thing. So I wonder if we can use other knowledge capsules as well. As if I saw countless sword-wielding figures fighting one moment, and then the next, they disappeared into recesses of my memory.
Hey, how are you feeling?
Whatever was inside the knowledge capsule became a part of my memory.
You mean that it worked?
Alright, time for round 2. Fight with the same composure as before.
I wonder if I can change my fighting style actually. Nothing changed, by the way. Same 5-hit combo. Okay, also this music is really good though. I really like the battle theme.
Halloween thunder! Lightning flash!
Combo into that. Nothing changed, by the way.
Now, I'll start recording data again.
Alhaitham, how's it going?
Well, The knowledge capsule you purchased did improve his combat capability. During the second fight, his overall fighting performance increased by 0.073%.
Wait, how much?
Barely. That's basically zero.
Dori's such a jerk! She totally scammed us! 1 million mora? This thing isn't worth a tenth of that amount!
Of course, this could be because he is so powerful that the capsule's contents were unable to produce a substantial increase.
Maybe.
At the very least, this test allowed me to gain more insight into
In
you
theory,
two.
Ether and Lumina are
Our
technically
deal
gods,
seems
so
increasingly worth my investment.
this would make sense.
I'm heading back to Akela Funduk. I await your response in 2 days' time. This is Mora for when you ask Dori for information. Pay her as much as she requests.
7 o'clock 2 days from now. Thank you.
Let's see Dori today and ask her about where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is.
I think I should take the way up there. So now we're gonna talk about Alhaitham. Alhaitham is one of the few danger characters which is very rare to see since they are a new element, alongside Danger Traveler, Tanari, and Caller. And what's really interesting about Alhaitham is the fact that this dude right here is one of the most important characters based on his design alone. For people, I'm breaking this game. This is what happens. This is what happens. Oh, they fixed it. So Alhaitham is the reason why he's so interesting is because of the fact that there is another game that's like a sister game to Genshin Impact called Honkai Impact, and there's a character whose Alhaitham shares very similar designs to named Sue. And Sue is also have like also has Buddhist origins when it comes to everything about this character, from his name to his signet name to the name of his signature he can use in the Elysian realm, and his design and everything as well. It's very similar to Alhaitham. So you can see there's a lot of connection there. So, and a lot of people comparing Sue and Alhaitham. I think they're like variants in a way, in which you guys can look at my variance theory. So I was wrong about Sue being Baishi's variant. And people think that he may have a bigger connection to Kusanali / Nahida, or maybe even Ruka Devata as well. So I'm curious on what Alhaitham's role is going to be. And his voice sounds very similar. Now I don't know if it's the same voice actor or not, because we don't know his voice actor. But he sounds like Felix from Fire Emblem Three Houses. Is it just me?
I'll find you your
I don't know. He sounds very similar to Felix, just a lot more calmer.
Here, over here! Oh, welcome back, my loyal patrons. What can I do for you this time? You name it. Canned knowledge, supplies, or anything else you need. I'll find a way to get it. Where there's a waterfall of Mora, there's a way. Can you really get us anything we want? Anything at all? Aha! So it appears that canned knowledge alone is no longer sufficient for your opulent appetite. Then please, oblige me. Tell me what you have in mind.
I'd like to buy info on the whereabouts of the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
Oh! I knew customers with pockets as deep as yours would undoubtedly crave something more profound than ordinary canned knowledge. But you know, that kind of information isn't going to be cheap.
Name it.
After all, I had to work really hard to weasel my way into the auction site. Not to mention that if anyone found out that I was the leaker, I would be in big trouble.
Name your price.
But how can we be sure your information is accurate? Paimon's curious how you just happen to have this kind of info the moment we need it.
Whoa.
Because to me, anything of value is what I consider to be my supply. Therefore, I must always be aware of what's hot on the market in order to secure more sales. As for the information's authenticity, well, you've no need to worry about that. I used a camera to take a picture of the transaction. That way, no one can dispute it.
Name your price.
It's always a pleasure doing business with such sterling patrons. Now that you've paid in full, here's the scoop.
Oh, what the?
Divine Knowledge
Okay.
Capsule was purchased yesterday by a certain Mizri, the leader
Mizri?
of Ayn Al Ahmar. Ayn Al Ahmar? You mean the Eremites who worship the Scarlet King? Ah, so you're already familiar with
So
them.
they have the Divine Knowledge
The group
Capsule.
has done everything in their power to obtain the Divine Knowledge Capsule. After all, they believe it contains the power of the Scarlet King. That Divine Knowledge Capsule is unlike any other canned knowledge I've seen before.
Red?
It was glowing bright red. The capsule is clearly visible in the picture.
That's the difference
You
between
can
Divine
look for
Knowledge
yourself.
Capsule and a regular Knowledge Capsule.
Thanks for the info, Dori. Please, it's my pleasure.
Isn't Red always associated with Conria
It's
though?
to discerning customers such as yourselves that my efforts yesterday were not in vain. Please, don't hesitate to contact me if you ever need anything else in the future. More effort, Dori. Opens doors. Well, we figured out where the Divine
Dori,
Knowledge
get it?
Capsule is.
Ha ha ha.
Turns out,
Sorry.
it ended up in the hands of Ayn Al Ahmar. Let's head back and talk to Alhaitham.
We can take the elevator back down, or we can just fly down there again. Like we always do. Listen, I don't have these wind gliders, only to not use them.
Alhaitham, we got the info you wanted.
Really? Alright. Let's hear it.
It's in the hands of Ayn Al Ahmar.
Dori even gave us evidence to verify the intel. Have a look.
Huh, look at that. Clear as day. It must have taken some guts just to infiltrate the scene of the Eremite's transaction. But then to get close enough to take a picture like this. Bold move, Dori. Very bold move. Alright. The person in this picture is indeed Mizri, the leader of Ayn Al Ahmar. And the glowing red capsule he's holding appears to be the Divine Knowledge Capsule. In which case, if we play our cards right, when we confront them next week, we should be able to force them to show their hand.
Everything just falls into place, huh?
Paimon didn't get why you were provoking these Ayn Al Ahmar guys. But now, it sort of makes sense. Everything's playing right into your hands. After we defeat them, we can finally have a serious talk with their boss and get them to lend us the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
Thank you for your time and efforts. Take a few days off while I make some preparations. Let's meet up again on the afternoon of the arranged date, 3 o'clock sharp.
We'll be there.
See you then.
Alright. So it seems like... But the thing is, from what is on the trailers, the Divine Knowledge Capsule
Sure is taking
looks like it
his time.
backfired
Where
though.
could he be?
Oh.
Oh, there he is.
Hey, I'll hate them.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head to the pier in front of Pharos Lighthouse.
Yep, let's go.
Alright. Go to the arranged location. Dive into spreading your wings. Okay. How does that work at all? Like, that would be painful to do in like a 1 second reaction time. Alright.
Alhaitham. I knew you were crazy, but I didn't know you were crazy enough
Hey,
to actually
Tariq.
show up.
It was I who demanded that these negotiations take place. I was more worried that you might go back on your promise. But to your credit, it appears that you're sticking to your word. This is turning into quite an occasion. I also brought some backup. I assume you don't mind.
Backup? Aren't you the brat from the restaurant the other day? You've come to support this lunatic because he helped you out? Fine, your funeral. I'm not going to mince my words. Once we're done with you, you'll be nothing more than fish food. Get 'em, boys!
Let's go.
Uh-oh, here they come. Good luck, you two.
Stay back, Paimon. I know why I stopped there.
That's close enough. Take this. Boring.
See?
One down.
Time to go.
Two down.
Disappear.
Now for Yaksha power. Double kill.
Here.
And finish. Ooh, look at this cutscene.
Academia scum! Boss, finally!
Hello?
Did you use it? Great! Now we can... Boss?
Something is wrong. What the? Hello? What is going on?
Boss!
What the?
Boss! What's wrong?
It's a Akasha terminal.
What happened to him?
Dude.
We have to cut his Akasha connection now.
Alright. Whoa! He didn't even use his weapon. Dang, Alhaitham. Who? Oh.
Do not impede our work. Is that understood, Alhaitham?
Of course. I was only trying to help.
Take him away.
He took it. His Akasha terminal was red.
World, forget me.
What? World forget me.
What to that just happened? It's like that big guy suddenly lost his mind.
What? Did he get possessed by those? Wait, world forget me. It's the same voice that we heard from the Irminsul tree when we're sent to, I guess, that dream, I guess. Did the Divine Knowledge Capsule possess? Did the Divine Knowledge Capsule, while giving the wisdom of the gods, also get him possessed by one of the dead gods? By the Scarlet King or Ruka Devata or what? It possessed him?
It looks like he used the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
You mean the Divine Knowledge Capsule did that to him?
Speaking of which, Hypatia did mention.
Oh yeah. You mean how some researchers go insane after getting knowledge from Irminsul?
Right!
I've heard of numerous incidents of researchers in Satyavada life going insane. The state that man is now in suggests that this is a similar situation. This Divine Knowledge Capsule does appear to be linked to the gods, but beyond that, it doesn't seem anything
It
like the
possesses
rumors
you.
suggest. Possessing it doesn't grant you divine wisdom or power. Did you hear what he said? World, forget me. What could that possibly
Tell
mean?
him! Tell him! That's exactly what I heard before at Irminsul.
If the mantra took him away, then that means the Academia got the Divine Knowledge Capsule back too.
Nope.
What a shame. We were so close.
Alhaitham has it.
Still, Paimon didn't expect the Divine Knowledge Capsule would be so dangerous. Imagine if we tried to open
Honestly, honestly, if I was traveling, I'd open it.
it.
As things stand, there is no reason for me to remain in Port Ormos.
Oh, come
I
on.
believe our collaboration has also reached its end.
Oh, we were so busy trying to find the Divine Knowledge Capsule that Paimon forgot to ask you something.
Oh, come on, Alhaitham. You can't sneak that away from us.
Academia, do you have any idea how we could go about meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Truthfully, I don't. Lesser Lord Kusanali appears to exist outside of Sumeru's entire administration. Most of the time,
outside of
actually
Sabzeruz'
exists
entire
at all.
administration?
Moreover, since the Academia possesses the Akasha, a symbol of our deity's wisdom, scholars
They're-
have no reason to desire to make contact with the deity herself anyway.
Their reliance on the Akasha that causes them to be ignorant of Kusanali's existence, or even Nahida's existence as Kusanali. Wow, you guys are just further proving my point.
Everything about Lesser Lord Kusanali is such a mystery.
I'm heading back to the Academia. How about you two?
We need to go back as well.
It's almost the day
The
of
Sabzeruz Festival.
Festival. Maybe we should head back too. We've been rushed off our feet over the past few days, so maybe a little rest and relaxation will do us good.
You have a point. Let's return to Sumeru City.
Then we'll part ways here, Alhaitham. Until we meet
He
again.
has the Divine Knowledge Capsule though. I don't know if I can trust him with that. Don't be the antagonist that you're going to become.
Now, do I deal with this thing first? Or should I produce the report that the higher-ups require?
What? Don't be the antagonist, Alhaitham. Don't be like that. Wow, that's amazing. Dude. That was awesome. That was freaking awesome. Talk about a damn good Act 1. So let me explain why this Act 1 is so good despite how long it is. First off, I need to check my recording. Hour and 30 minutes for this part. Honestly, that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine for how much that's perfectly fine for this. I can easily make this into I know how to make these into videos. But dude, Act 1 is super good and a really good introduction to Sumeru. It establishes the situation with it even establishes minor situations such as the Eremites and the different factions, Kale and the disease, Tighnari and his role of protecting becoming a forest watcher, the Academia, and we even get hints of their corruption, which I knew we were gonna get since like in Act 1, because obviously that's supposed to be the hint. What else do we know? We even know more about the Divine Knowledge Capsule, which I thought was gonna be saved for Act 2. Like, I was surprised we got it in Act 1. That's insane. And we also know the difference between Divine Knowledge Capsule and a Knowledge Capsule now. That's a cool shadow. And we even established our connections with these characters from the gate. And pretty much every single character, except for Nahida for obvious reasons. Actually, technically Nahida also gained connection with us through the Aranara. But we get connections also with Kale and Nari, which makes sense. We gain connections with Dea and Nila, which I expect. I was shocked that we gain connections with Dea this fast. We also gain connections with Dori, and Dori is not actually following the Avatar worship whatsoever. She just likes us because we just bought a bunch of stuff. That's not Avatar worship. Thank God they went with that option. And Alhaitham being the mysterious person out of the characters we met, with maybe a sinister ulterior motive. That's awesome. Everything about Act 1 is just perfect. I don't see is this the best Archon quest? No, I think the impact left by the Perilous Trails Archon quest was way better. Despite being shorter, but the impact there it left was freaking godlike. The Chasm Archon quest as well. But as a beginning Archon quest for Sumeru, this is easily one of the best I've seen by far. Heck, when it comes to beginning Archon quest, this is the best one. This is way better than the meet the 3 people and then that's it for that we got in Act 1 in Hizuma, in my opinion. Sure, Act 1 we met Aika, and Aika's my favorite character of all time. But as an introduction, Sumeru nails it. They've been on point this time. Now, all I have to worry about is Act 2. And I've heard that Act 2 is longer apparently. Hopefully that's true. Hopefully they didn't push so much in Act 1 just for Act 2 to just be left in the dust, and then Act 3 pretty much just being really rush pacing. I hope they don't do that. But only time will tell, and I am super excited to see what's gonna happen next in this Nation of Wisdom. And I hope you guys are there to join me alongside this journey. So next time, we're gonna be doing Act 2, more on the Thousand Rules of Spring, which is also the title of this update, where we can actually start with the Sabzeruz Festival. Now, surely nothing wrong is gonna happen, right? Yeah. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts on Act 1. I freaking love it. I freaking love it, in my opinion. Taking my time with it and learning all these stuff, with the past predictions as well, actually matching up with some of the things I stated. This is exciting to look into. And I'm super hyped for what's coming up next. So, that'll be it for me. ACairconditioner signing out. Have a good one, guys. Stay safe, you guys, as well. And yeah, stay safe.